Hi, it's Chris Croft here from successfultrainers.com. I'm coaching a small number of people to be successful trainers, and this series of videos is designed to show you the kind of thing that we look at. And one of the areas we look at is how to sell training and what exactly are you selling. And I got some great ideas from this book by Russell Brunson. I think it's a really fascinating book, and there are some videos by Russell Brunson that you can look at on YouTube I would absolutely recommend. And I've been applying his ideas to training, and I would advise everybody to find out about this. And one of his ideas, I think it started with Russell Brunson anyway, is the idea of the value ladder. And that's what this video is about. So what Brunson says is that you should have a value ladder with probably about 4 steps. So your first step is something that you give for free. Now, this could be, for example, just a free survey that they can do on your website, so it doesn't cost you anything. They just click and they find out what sort of animal they are or what their ideal career type is or something like that. Just something to give them some value and build up a bit of a relationship. So it could be a survey. It might be that you'll send them a free PDF, an infographic on a subject, a free infographic, or a top 10 list or something like that. Possibly even a whole ebook for free. So some sort of entry-level, trust-building, expertise demonstrating offer. Okay, so if they do that, they will then think, well, that was good. I'll go to the next step. So then you have some sort of entry-level purchase. And the entry level could well be an ebook, and often they are. So it might just be, so obviously this is free. The entry level might be just something like $3 or something like that. You're not going to make money on this entry level thing, but the point is that it does get them to open their wallet and establish the principle that they're spending money with you. So could be an ebook, could be actually a paper book, a proper ordinary book that you'll send them in the post. And maybe it won't be £3, maybe it'll be £8 or £9, or perhaps you'll say it's £3 plus £5 for the postage and the packing or something like that. So we're just talking small amounts of money, but the point is they have actually paid. Right, next they move to the main thing that you're selling. And this would be probably a day of training. Now, we have to think all the time, by the way, about B2B and B2C. So when you're thinking about your value ladder, you need to be really clear about, are you selling to individuals or are you selling to businesses? And generally, I would recommend selling training to businesses because it's a lot easier to sell £1,000 to a business. It's one day of training, there it is. Whereas if you're selling to individuals, you're going to need to sell to maybe 10 people if they're each going to pay £100 to come on an open course. But nevertheless, both of these apply. So for businesses, you want to have something free, something entry level, which might be, for example, to send one person on one of your courses. And the main thing might be that they hire you in for £1,000 to run a training course in their company. But if you're doing B2C, then entry level might be a book, and then the main thing might be that they spend £100 to come on a day of your training, or perhaps £200 or dollars to come on a day of training. So what's your entry level? What's your main thing? And your main thing is going to be, if it's B2B, you're going to be perhaps going up to $80 or something like that. But if it's for a company, you can put a nought on the end of all of these. And then finally, you've got your high ticket offer. And you may end up making more money on your high ticket than you do on the main thing that you sell. And quite often people have said, well, I've come on your training day, what do I do next? And the answer is, maybe you want to come on a whole weekend retreat with me and just a small number of exclusive people. Or maybe you're going to have one-to-one coaching with me. Or maybe you're going to buy a whole package of everything that I do. And if it's for a company, it might be an accredited diploma course. So they might have 10 days of training. There might be some coaching as well to help people with their assignments. It might be really high value. So for an individual, this would be perhaps $500. And again, if you're doing B2B, you might put a nought on the end of that, or even 2 noughts on the end. They might pay 50 grand for a really comprehensive program of everything that perhaps lasts a couple of years. So it's really important to think through what your value ladder is. What are you selling at all of those levels? Everything from the free to the high ticket. And often people are very woolly about this. They just think, well, I just sell that, it's what I do. But why would you not have a high ticket offer to put on afterwards? And why would you not have a thin end of the wedge to help people come in there? Because it's a big ask to say to somebody, I want you to suddenly fork out $100 or $1,000 when they don't even know you. You haven't built up that trust and that authority yet. So think your value ladder through really carefully. And that's one of the things that we do on my Successful Trainers program. So if you want to know more about my program, please do contact me. There'll be a link underneath this video. Just click on that and you'll go to my diary and you can book a phone call with me. Either me or one of my team will answer. We'll arrange for you to have a chat with me and it'll be great to meet you. It's free. Normally I charge hundreds of pounds an hour for training, but this initial chat will be completely free. And if you end up not doing it, I don't mind. It'll be fun to meet you anyway. I know that half the people who phone me will end up not hiring me to coach them, but that's absolutely fine because I'm just sifting through, looking for a few people who I can help to make successful. And that might be you. And please do consider training as a way to earn a living because it's the best job in the world, I think. It's really fun, you're helping other people, and it's quite well paid. So contact me if you think that a career in training might be of interest. I would love to hear from you. And there we are. That's the value ladder. I'll see you in the next video.